So no wonder why there's been a shortage of baby products worldwide because this nigga bought like 1,000 bottles.
Right? He need an endorsement from Johnson and Johnson.
Right.
Get your
All
nigga.
these other endorsements is dropping. All these other endorsements
That's
dropping his
just
ass.
icky. That's just icky. You just an
One
icky
thousand.
predator. Icky predator. Icky. I don't feel
No
sorry for him.
wonder.
This is what hip hop needed. We needed this predator behind bars. He ruined too many people's lives, and I don't feel sorry for him. I hope they rape his ass in prison. I really do. If he died now, I'm not shedding a tear. Like I know people want to be, nostalgic on he's a legend, this and that. Stop it. The legend of what? What did he do? He robbed his artists. He sampled music that everybody else did. I don't consider him no legend.
What a day in hip hop, huh?
Yeah, a great day in hip hop. We needed this.
Meanwhile, Jay-Z's partying with the Isley brothers and shit, enjoying his life.
Right.
I'm loving it. I'm loving it.
Exactly.
But yeah, going off topic. I
Who
saw
was
the
next? Jay Clive Davis. They're like the big
stop,
Illuminati leaders and shit behind all this stuff.
chill out, chill out, chill out. Let's not do that. Don't do that.
Yes, he is. We have to be. We
Don't.
have to be honest. I ain't kissing nobody's ass. That it is what it is. Jay Z and Clive Davis is next to go down.
Man, Clive is like 50,000 years old and shit like that. He has done so many. Clive ain't going down.
The revolution will be televised. The revolution will be televised. Somehow. I'm telling you, he in on it. Yes, yes, goddess. They all next. They all going down. The predators of the industry.
Hmm. Anyway, what else is going on? Well, actually, everyone's just talking about this shit. To be real with you, then you know what killed me.
Going down.
You know what killed me? They done took away the passports from all the kids, including the 1 year old. That's what killed me. How you take a passport from a 1 year old?
Hmm?
You hear what I said? You hear what I said?
No. What did you say?
They took away the passports from all his children, including the 1 year old. What the hell is a 1 year old doing with
Yeah. So they
passports?
can't flee. But that's what he was going to do.
And they say he almost got jumped.
So you have to go with the parents if they go to another country. You
They say
know,
he almost got jumped too and shit in New York.
he almost got jumped.
That's what I read. Yeah,
Who jumped him?
I don't know. I think when he was getting
I
arrested,
didn't
they
know.
said that he almost got jumped.
He should have just rape him right there in front of everybody.
Chill.
Why are you being so political on this? This nigga's a monster.
I'm not being all political.
This is not the time to be political. He ain't shutting down your,
Nah,
your
I'm not,
channel, nigga.
I
We gonna say
agree.
what
I
we
agree with you. I agree with you. I'm just joking with
we
you.
gonna
I
say what we
agree
say.
with you.
We gonna
I just
say what
wasn't
we say.
expecting you. I just wasn't expecting you to say
I
just
don't.
rape him and shit.
You already know my view, my stance on Diddy. I don't feel like like how Mark Nash and BJ and them feel like he's a legend. I don't feel like he is. I feel like yes, he contributed to the culture, but I don't look at him like no damn legend. He shouldn't be inducted in no Rock and Roll Hall of Fame for what? What did he do? What did he do that was so great that he needs to be paid homage to? He had a one time great label that went to shit after Biggie died. Mace couldn't save them. The Locks wanted out. Black Rob had like one big album. He had his health problems. Craig Mack wanted out. Every artist on that label had an issue with this nigga making the band. Dawn Richards just sued him last week,
Right.
and she was in Dandy Kane, and then she was in Dirty Money. Every artist on this roster had an issue with this nigga, or they died, or they got sick on his watch. It's too many. That's like it's not a coincidence. When you look at Duck Down Records, how many of those artists on Duck Down died or they got sick on Drew Ha and Buckshot's watch? I'll wait. Hyro
That is
Crew.
true.
How many of them got sick or died on Dell's watch? I'll wait. You know what I'm saying? Like y'all praise this nigga like he's some martyr or some shit.
He ain't nobody special.
He had one good fucking album because of who was on there, not because he was actually doing the production and rhyming on his own.
Diddy. Diddy,
I'm
diddy,
glad.
diddy.
I'm glad they arrested him. I hope he gets raped in jail. I hope he spends the rest of his life in jail because he did too many people in the industry dirty. You know what I'm saying? He really did. I don't feel sorry for him. I
We
hope they
need,
find him. I hope they connect them to Tupac's murder and Biggie's murder. You know, we couldn't find the killer for Pac because he was right here doing the Diddy Bop for all these years. You know,
right in front of our faces.
right in front of us. That's why the killer was here all along, coming out with shit like Ciroc and making the band, and I didn't support none of that shit. I didn't buy not one piece of Sean John clothing. I couldn't stand him. But people forget that. People got selective memory. Oh, he's a legend. He's this. He's that. So a legend of what? The best thing he ever did was signing Biggie Smalls. That was his best acquisition ever. And look how that turned out.
His supporters ain't doing shit. They're hiding.
Yeah,
Where's all his
look
defenders
how that turned
now?
out. I'm pretty sure Biggie's mom. I'm pretty sure Valletta is wishing that her son never got into music and things didn't turn out the way that it did. My man is dead. 30 years. My man is dead. They can't find the killer. The killer is right here. He been dancing in front of our faces the whole damn time. You know,
No
you
way
feel what I'm
out.
saying? A legend of what? I'm like a legend of what? He stole people credit. He stole Kelly Price. He stole her credit. All the beats that the Hitman did and everybody else that worked for him stole their credit, songwriting credits, everything, and took that for his own self. Put everything on in his name. But we wanna praise this nigga like he's some great martyr of hip hop. Fuck him. Come on, Red, speak about it. People want to hear what you got to say.
I'm gonna speak up about it. Give me a fucking second. Damn, I got some shit I gotta say. I'm letting you say your shit. Damn.
I I
I'm letting
said
you
I said oh I already said all this. This is nothing new. I'm
I
just
already
glad
said
that
my
that
shit.
they finally got him. I hope the charges stick, and I hope he gets sent to prison forever. I really do. I want to see the damn trial. Matter of fact, I want them to call me for the trial. Give me the jury duty. Yes, give me jury duty. Give me the call to be a part of the juror on that trial. I'm sending his ass to prison. I'm sending his ass to prison. I don't need to
Try
see
gonna be
no
the bailiff.
information.
Try gonna be the bailiff. Watch. Try gonna be the bailiff of that trial and
I'm
shit.
sending his ass to prison. I don't need to see no videotape and documents. He guilty. Off of that video
Hang
alone
that
of him
dude.
busting Cassie's ass, he guilty.
The fact that he beat this girl's ass in a towel,
Right.
like
And socks. And
what kind of
the nerve
fucking
of this nigga.
what kind of fucking shit is that? To this day, I watched that
If,
video
if
as
I was
much as
Cassie, if I was Cassie, man, I would be like, baby, we going to yoga class. We gonna get you in MMA training. You gonna fight back. Ain't no way you gonna have some nigga in a towel and funky socks bust your ass like that. Fuck that. Like, you know what I'm saying? And the audacity
so.
of him to still be on the streets. He was in Harlem. To be on the streets and you about to be an indicted man. I don't understand this nigga.
At least Russell Simmons had a decency to leave the country.
Cause Russell guilty. He know he guilty. This nigga act like he ain't do shit.
What kills? This is what kills. And I made a post about this on social media. So you mean to tell me that the money that you could have used to support the victims of the stampede, the victims of the shooting, the artists that he screwed over, finding a damn good lawyer for Shine and everything. You mean all that fucking money went to goddamn 1,000, and I repeat, 1,000 baby oil, 1,000 baby oils and
Exactly.
shit like that.
Exactly.
You mean to fucking tell me that you could have been supporting all your fucking artists, but you want to have a fucking collection of baby oil like you're a goddamn sponsor of Johnson Johnson. Wow. And this is what kills me. This is what makes me laugh at the whole fucking shit. It's the fact that they done took everything away from his children and shit like that. So you have Kim Porter's daughters. They're now living with Kim Porter's best friend and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yep. Look at that.
That's the crazy shit.
Terrible. And I
It's
think he
terrible.
killed Kim also. I think he killed his own wife.
I'll be sure trying to get to know his son more and stuff like that too. Come on.
Yep.
What else? There's some more shit I gotta say. Hold on. But I'm just getting my thoughts together because, like I said, I like to get my thoughts together before I say shit on certain people.
But told Quincy to come home.
You said what? You said what? I can't hear you. Okay, I think he's fixing up his mic. But yeah, man, I mostly just feel sorry for. You said what? You.
Can you hear him? I don't hear him.
Can you hear me?
Nah, I can't hear you.
How the fuck you say you can't hear?
Oh no, he's
How the fuck you say you can't hear me?
You went silent.
No, you went staticky. That's the thing.
I couldn't hear you.
Stupid ass app. What the fuck was I saying? I mostly feel sorry for the victims and the kids in this situation.
Right. That part.
Like, this is your legacy. This shit is your fucking legacy.
Yep.
And then now it's like this. Now it's like who knows? Now they say Cassie's going to testify, which I'm not surprised about.
She should. So and maybe she's the voice that the other victims need to come forward and start speaking about. You know, Cassie could be that light. You know what I'm saying? Like if you've been victimized by this monster, now's the time to come forward and tell your truth, so that it'll never happen again. And whoever else is doing it, whether it's Clive Davis or Jay-Z, whoever, Cuba Gooding Jr. I know there's gonna be more names coming out.
Unbelievable.
The whole Hollywood is a cesspool of monsters. You know what I'm saying? It's a whole cesspool of monsters, an industry of predators. You see why we do what we do? We do because we love this culture. I don't do what I do to be rich and famous and to be Hollywood. I don't care about that. Because these
Right.
predators ain't gonna be prying on me.
This
You know what I'm saying?
shit. I never thought I'd see the day. Never thought I'd see
We
the
was waiting
day.
for this. They remember last week somebody asked me, was it Christian that asked me when I thought he was gonna get arrested? I said before the end of the year, and it has happened.
Diddy, diddy, diddy.
It wasn't going into the new year where this nigga still walking around. I said by Thanksgiving or Christmas that nigga was gonna get locked up, and it came a lot sooner than later.
We're gonna start in about 5 more minutes, yo.
Yeah,
Just in case anybody else has some shit to say. Yeah, Howard University quickly took away his awards and shit.
good. Get that predator stench off of them. Yeah, I want to hear what Mark Nash have to say now about the legend Diddy.
I think
How
he did
y'all
a
feel
video.
about the legend Diddy? We're being no way to be found. How y'all feel about your legend?
I think Mark Nash
Mm-mm.
might say some shit tonight because I
Mm-mm.
know last. Wow, in a week we lost so many legends. Trump got
Mm,
almost popped again. Did he go into jail? No
mm.
bail. That's what killed me. The no bail part.
Yeah,
That's what fucking killed
because
me.
because you got a woman judge, and she said you're a menace to society. Your ass is staying in prison till your trial.
Wow.
Good for her for saying that.
Wow.
That's a woman judge. If
Damn.
you get a woman judge, she fucked,
Don't make it be a white woman.
right? A white woman at that. If it's a
Don't
white
make
woman, you fuck,
don't make it be don't make it be a white woman.
right?
Boy, if it was a white woman, boy, whew, you're going to Rikers Island, my friend.
Yep.
Going
Get
to
get
Rikers,
that
my
that
buddy.
get that lube and baby oil that you had. You're gonna need it for Rikers.
Shit. Suge in prison. Kells in prison. Diddy about to go down. Mm, boy,
Shake your tail
but what
feather.
a
He won't be
time.
shaking his. He gonna be shaking his tail feather at Rikers.
What a time. What a
Oh
time to be
man.
alive, huh? Boy,
Yep.
boy. I bet the G-Dep still want to work with him now.
Right. Right. We got a Diddy bop to this.
G-Dep talking about, I don't care what he's going through. I still want to work for Diddy.
Yeah. You won't be working with him beyond bars.
This nigga been in jail for 30 years. He doesn't understand like the gravity of the situation.
I got a Diddy bop for this.
Hell, I even go to party. I don't even hear Diddy songs in clubs no more. That's the crazy thing.
Right. That
You
nigga
hear R.
stupid.
Kelly song, you don't hear Diddy song.
R. Kelly's the GOAT.
How do y'all like my meme I made and shit?
Yo, you wild.
My boy Eric Johnson, he had a funny ass stream earlier and shit.
Did he? Fuck, I missed it.
Yo, Roman, I'm just saying shit. I'm just saying shit. Don't take what I say as factory. I don't know. They don't know if he's going to Rikers.
He
Hell, he
going to
didn't even go on
Rikers.
trial.
No, he going to Rikers. And he gonna be shaking his tail feather with the general population up in there. Don't drop
Man,
the soap.
if he goes to Rikers, I'm gonna play that Coogee rap song Rikers Island from Wanted Dead or Alive and shit.
Don't drop the soap.
Don't drop that. Dun, 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 dun. Don't drop that. Hold on, let me change. Let me see if I can change my name real quick. Hold on. It's going down for Diddy. It's going down for Diddy. Hey, going down for Diddy. Yeah, man. I'm ready to start whenever you are.
Let's go.
All right. What's good, you
Got a
too?
Diddy bop for this.
Hold on. Let me try something out. Or change thumbnail. All right. What's good, everybody? How y'all doing? It's your boy Reg in the building. I got my homeboy Try in the building with me.
Take that. Take that. Take that. Take that.
Right. All right. Give me 1 second. Let me fix my light right quick. How y'all feeling today? How y'all feeling today? If, but I said if Diddy goes down, then bring Dan Schneider down with him.
Bring
Bring
all of them cats down. All the predators of Hollywood.
Shit. Fuck is my light at, man? Fucking. Oh, geez, my
Tory
phone.
Lanez is doing fucking albums in prison. How is that possible?
C Murder did hella albums in prison. That's y'all forget C Murder X-rated albums in prison.
Crazy. Did he do Down for My Niggas in prison?
No. That was before. That was on Snoop's that Snoop album of No Limit Top Dog.
Down for My Niggas.
Down from that's my joint though. But all right, so let's take a break from all this Diddy talk. I want to do an album anniversary today. I'm not going to spend too much time on this album because we kind of did like a top 5 songs for this record. But on September 17th, 1991, MC Lyte came out with Act Like You Know.
Yes.
I know I talked to Death about this album pretty recently. And yeah, let's talk about it some more. I'm not going to spend too much time, but this is her third studio album that she came out with on First Priority Music, excuse me. This album, she kind of went on her R&B bag. It's kind of 91 was a little weird year when it came to both Lyte and Queen Latifah, because both those years they came out with albums that a lot of fans might say is like and stuff like that too, because they were kind of experimenting with R&B and jazz. And I know Latifah came out with the Nature of Your Sister album, which I feel like is a very underrated album. Yes. You guys know this album, it kind of took me a while to get into, to be real with you. Act Like You Know what I'm talking about. And the reason why I say that is because I felt like, Lyte and Latifah was so fucking different. I felt like MC Lyte, this style didn't really fit her. You know what I'm saying? And it's ironic because DJ Mark the 45 King, rest in peace to him, he did some of the beats on this album too, which is kind of interesting because that's like Queen Latifah's main dude. And there was an interview where she said that she was ready to be, quote unquote, ready to be sexy, have more of an image like that.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, that's what she said.
Oh really?
But the label executives said that they wanted that raw Lyte and stuff like that. And so they were talking about like, and this is an interview she did with Angie Martinez. They did the album cover, right? And the album cover that you guys see now, let me show y'all.
Not the album cover.
She don't fucking like the album cover because she felt like she pretty much, label executive wanted her to like wear jeans and the traditional kind of style and stuff like that too. So that's why she kind of looked a little pissed off in this album cover and shit like that. I was like, she kind of looks a little irritated with this album and stuff like that. I'm just like, ugh. Like the evil eyes. You said what?
It's plain.
But other than that, you know what I'm saying? This album kind of grew on me in recent years. You know what I'm saying? I do feel like it has some of her best songs. Like, of course, this album has "Poor Georgie," which is my favorite song on this album. That Michael Jackson sample. You know what I'm saying? Rest in peace, T.O. Jackson, by the way. You know
Yes.
what I'm saying? Eyes
Hey,
on the
Rick,
Soul. What?
we gotta do a Tito's tribute, like best Jackson songs featuring Tito on the guitar or something. If that's possible.
I mean, that'll be something different.
Yeah, exactly.
That'll be something different because he did have some good guitar licks.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying he's an Ernie Isley
No, you're
and
not
stuff
Ernie
like that.
Isley. No, you're not. You're
But he
not no
does.
Lenny Kravitz now, but
Yeah, but I'm. You actually got me. Text me that idea. Text me that idea
yes. Okay.
because that's actually. I was thinking about it. I was like, nigga, what? But then I was
So,
like, no one
like
actually ever done it.
top five Tito performances on a Jackson record. It got to be some.
Yeah, especially the latter Jackson records,
A lot
definitely.
of Jackson records. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Text me, and we can also review 2300 Jackson Street next month if you want.
Oh Lord, you would have to put that in there. A shitty album. This man just died. You want to disgrace his memory with a shitty album review?
All right. Or we can do the Diana Ross presents the Jackson
Have-
5 album. We never done the first. We never done the first Jackson 5 album. We never done that one.
I was about to ask you. I'm like, we didn't do the early Jackson stuff.
Because I was waiting to get that to my collection. But thank you to Eric. He sent me like the Japanese imports for those first 3 Jackson 5 albums. So we can do that.
And to Eric Strikes
Well,
Again. Thank you, Eric.
But I still want to do 2300 Jackson Street at some point.
Oh my
I still
Lord.
want to do that.
Can we like not
Just to complete the discography, just to complete
that
it.
album
Because
was bad.
if we can do Victory, we can do 2300.
Victory was way better than 2300 Jackson Street.
Not by much, but
I don't like nothing on
let's
2300 Jackson Street. I like at least 3 or 4 songs on Victory.
2300 Jackson Street. You don't like that song?
No, I don't.
Oh, okay. Anyway, we're gonna
Michael wasn't even
act
part
like
of
no.
that.
He only sang the one verse of that 2300 Jackson Street song. He was gonna sing one line. That's his contribution.
He flew it in. He didn't have to.
Mind you, if you see the music video for 2300 Jackson Street, is Michael Jackson's face on the thumbnail. It ain't no Jackson.
He's not in it. He's not in the video.
Yes, he is. He is in that 2300 Jackson.
He's in the video for that. I gotta see that
Nigga,
again.
if he's on the thumbnail, he's on the video.
I gotta see that again. I don't remember. He's in the video, but he's not on the damn album.
Bro, the song is on the album. The album the song. The song was 2300 Jackson Street. The album was 2300 Jackson Street.
Right.
He sung that one line.
That one line. That's the only song that he's on.
I think he was on another. So I have to look it up, but I think that was that one line he did. That was it.
Wow.
They had all the Jacksons on that song except for Rebe. I mean, except for Latoya. Because Latoya was getting her ass beat.
Sing. That's what she can't sing.
No, because she was getting her ass beat by that white man and shit.
Right, doing Playboy and shit.
Yeah, but that's not funny. That's not funny. That's not. Yeah, Michael was only in that 2300 Jackson Street song. Only Michael and Marlon, because Marlon was out the group at that time. He came back as a guest appearance.
Yeah. He didn't come to his senses.
But anyway,
my twin.
Back to. You're going to hell.
That's
and you talking about
that's the inside. For people that know, they know what I'm talking about.
You're going to hell.
Hey, I'm just saying, it's like, bro, like, how old are you? Like, you still crying for your twin? Like,
stop it! Stop!
Oh man,
stop it!
Hey, I miss my dog from when I was 8, but I ain't crying for him no more.
I'm not crying.
Oh, Keto, I miss you. Rest in peace.
Okay, but back to this album. Other dope songs I like. Yeah, I like Lola from the Copa was pretty ill. Kamikaze, but then it had some controversial songs, and we all know the Too Young for What song, which they try to hypnotize you with that Ozzy Brothers sample. They try to hypnotize you with shit, but niggas want to go on that level like, oh well, she's talking about falling in love with a 17-year-old, and it's just like,
Mm-mm.
it's the story. It's story. It's not like she's actually admitting it and shit
But we
like
don't
that.
know
You know
that.
what I'm saying?
We don't know that.
Hey, I'm not saying shit. Cause I compare this to like BDP's 13 and Good, which that's a song not a lot of people was checking for, but once the whole African Bambata shit, that's when y'all motherfuckers were like, oh well, he was talking about all that
Right.
fucking shit, all
Right.
that good, all that shit. I'm like,
Mm-hmm.
y'all motherfuckers weren't even checking for that song. Now y'all want to be hip. Shut the fuck up and listen to the goddamn music, man. God, nigga. He's talking about shit that happens in the community. Cause that shit actually does happen in the
Yeah.
community.
Yeah.
Slick Rick didn't do all the stories he did in his wild adventures.
That actually, well, I know I had a friend growing up on the block that allegedly she claimed that she got raped by one of our neighbors, and I was
No.
friends with the neighbor, him and
Oh,
his brother, but she never sent him to prison, and people the other neighbors on the block always thought that she was lying about it, that she just did it for attention or whatever. You know what I'm saying? But I know how she was, and I know she was, very flirtatious with other boys.
right.
But still to this day, nothing ever came out of that. You know what I'm saying? So, but this is shit that goes on in the hood.
Exactly. But other than that, very dope album. Um, I say that this it's in the quiet taste. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? It's not as good as the first two albums, but it's not as good as Ain't No Other either, which is the next album that came after. But what do you think about this album?
You know what's crazy? MC Light just dropped a YouTube video talking about Here and Now, One of One. So I don't know if that's like her new album or, but
She did say
she just dropped a new video like 47 seconds ago.
she did say she was coming out with some new shit.
Yeah,
From
she
what I
gonna have a new
understand.
album. She got a new single with Mary Mary. I mean Mary Mary and Money Long.
The Evans.
Sounds dope.
The
Yeah, I
Evans.
like it. It's been years since I heard an MC Light album. I want to say like since the Seven and Seven album.
I did
So
not like that.
yeah, it's been a very long time since he dropped new music, and I'm happy that she's back. You know what I'm saying? And this album is like one of my favorites. It was my very first MC Light album I ever bought, and Poor Georgie was the big hit off of this album, and When in Love, like we talked about this album, like the Light coming back and wearing makeup and dancing in videos, or she wasn't never dancing before.
Wow, that
And
UMT past performance.
right, the Young T rap, and then at that time there was like a rumor that she was dating Todd One from Young T Raps, and it was just a very different album. Eyes of the Soul, where she talks about HIV awareness in that song, and you had Lola from the Copa and Too Young for What, Take It Off, you know.
Hold on. I gotta show y'all her
Give me
dance.
some.
Hold on. Keep talking. Keep talking.
It was just a great album. Like I enjoyed it. I love the album. I think it's very underrated. I don't know how her fans, rate the album with Light as a Rock and I don't know Eyes on This, but I think it's one of her most underrated projects.
Yeah, I agree. But
Yeah.
all right, I know y'all waiting for the soundtrack, but I gotta show y'all. I'm not gonna play the music, but
Uh,
I gotta show y'all like what's the dancing, what she was talking about this year. Because I talk about the performance so
uh,
I talk about well, I gotta play it, Reggie. Oops.
that's her trying to dance, and she was in a dance move. That was not her. With her cross-colored red pants on and funny. That was not her.
Oh shit!
Oh man, he's funny.
Oh god! Oh Jesus! Okay. Oh. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I
That was
always
wild.
tell people. I always tell people there was always a performance she was dancing. Niggas don't believe me. Well, I showed them.
Yeah, I mean,
She was dancing like fucking. She was from the Kids Incorporated, the Mickey Mouse Club. That we got.
Yeah, she needed some help. She needed a big Les with her. Or she needed some professional dancers around her because that looked bad.
Oh my god! I thought Al B. Sure was a bad dancer. Okay, time to be serious. So we're gonna do 2 soundtracks today. I don't know why we wasting all this time when we got soundtracks that's more than 15 songs and shit. But anyway, so the okay. I'm gonna show y'all the video after this. Okay, I'm gonna show y'all. But this is the Soul in the Hole soundtrack that came out. Oh god, this came out July 29th, 1997 on Loud Records and Relativity Records. This is the okay. This is the soundtrack to the documentary that came out in 1997, which, believe it or not, I've never seen. It was about basketball coach Kenny Jones and stuff like that too. His relationship with his players and stuff. You know, have you seen Soul in the Hole?
Yeah, I saw this. I saw this back in the day on cable. You know, it was like it's more like a documentary type of film.
I'm gonna
It's
be
not
real
an
with
actual movie. It's more like a documentary, and you had like playground basketball at its finest, and it's been a long time since I've seen it. I actually had the soundtrack sampler for this
you.
back in the day because the Loud Records they were like passing out the samplers for it in the city, and it happened to be in the city, and they were like passing out the samplers for it. So, like, when it was getting ready to come out, like there was like a lot of buzz for it. I remember they showed the trailer for the movie, and it's a lot of great artists on this soundtrack. I couldn't wait. So it was definitely slept on soundtrack. I feel like it doesn't get a lot of mention when it comes to like especially soundtracks from the 90s. And this is like in the prime of hip hop, and a lot of great stuff came out that year besides this.
Right. I'm gonna be real with you.
Mm.
When I first heard the name Soul in the Hole, I thought it was a fucking porno from what I heard, man. Just based on the name.
Oh man, you would think that Soul in the Hole. I don't know why that correlates to porno for you.
Soul in the Hole, man. Like you can do a lot with the hole in the porno.
Oh man, oh man. I saw another flag coming on for you. I think you two gonna give me another flag very soon.
What, man? What, man? You know how many pornos I've watched? Niggas can do a lot of shit with the hole.
Yeah.
They can put stuff in there. They can.
Apparently, I'm just now hearing firsthand from you.
Anyway, but yeah, this is definitely a this is this is definitely a documentary I definitely want to see at some point if I can find it on streaming. But I know it's not on streaming, so I gotta have my connections hook me up. Producers include The Heads. Wait, they call themselves The Heads. Oh, okay, wow,
Yeah.
a lot of double entendres today. Of course, the day Diddy gets arrested, I have to do these kind of jokes. Of course, the day Diddy gets arrested, I got to do these kind of jokes, right? RZA, DJ Premier, MOP, Young Lord, Mailman. This nigga's name. That's. Oh, Mailman was it? Okay. Nick Wiz, Mobb Deep, No ID, Vance Wright, Sean Kane, Black Mozart, oh, GM Web D, Organized Confusion, and DJ OG. This is actually the least amount of producers in the soundtrack we've had so far and shit. Honestly, man. Um, Guest appearances include Dead Prez, Wu-Tang Clan, Sauce Money, MOP, Big Pun, Exhibit, Cellar Dwellers, Mobb Deep, Common, Brand Nubian, Smith and Wesson. They went by the Cocoa Brothers at this time.
Yes.
The Wu All Stars, which consist of Timbo King, Dreddy Cougar, Shaheem, and Killer Sin. Dark Mind, Organized Confusion, Boku Rule, Karu of the Il Ralos, UOC, and UNAST. UNAST. Wow, okay. Another double entendre. Okay, wow. All right, well. So this album has about 15 tracks. We're gonna get started with the first track called The Game of Life, featuring Dead Prez. Very, very, very dope song. This is, of course, before they came out with their classic first album, Let's Get Away, and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. Very, very, very dope record right here too. I honestly, I wish they would have came out with an album around this time, like Lord Jamar's production, a little bit of DJ OG, a few
Right.
Primo beats here and there and stuff like that. If they would have gave them like a mixture of Brand Nubians, Everything Is Everything, and their Times Running Out album, that would have been interesting and shit like that too. You know what I'm saying? But
Yeah.
yeah, this was a nice way to kick off the album and whatnot.
This was great. Great way to start the album. It's more like a motivational type of song. The messages in the album, in the song, the beat was fire. You had the chorus, score. This ain't no game. This is war. Um, I just loved it. I just loved the way that they started it off with the game of life.
Definitely. All right, track number two, Diesel, featuring the Wu-Tang Clan. This has RZA, Method Man, You Got Raekwon, and ODB. This actually might be my favorite track on the album, to be real with you. This actually has Old Dirty Bastard's best verse, in my opinion. And if you
Crazy.
listen to this song, what?
He sounds crazy on
You
here.
said what?
He sounds crazy.
Yeah, I'm gonna get into that. So shout out to my homeboy, Celebrity Underrated, because he did a very dope video on Earl Lady Bastard, and he put me on game to this song and stuff like that too. And pretty much with the song right here, they were talking about like conspiracies, and he pretty much starts off saying, "Somebody help me! Somebody help me! I need help." And he threw in, they already did Tupac, Biggie Smalls. Well, we already know who did that. So
Right.
that was wow, wow,
Yep.
okay.
Uh-huh.
So he's pretty much saying one of the lines that was interesting was when he said, "Where's that shit?" To the president, you say I'm a welfare fraud. You motherfucking right. Let's burn this dark house white. Insecure about the ding dong, married to the Babylon. My queen looking at me like a pawn. And you got to remember, this was around the time where people were looking at him because of the fact that he did the whole welfare. He applied for welfare. Like y'all remember that whole MTV episode.
Yep.
He
Yep.
he went to a welfare check in a limo. Let that sink in.
Yeah.
Only dirty. But
Only,
yeah, this was like pretty much Old Dirty Bastard's magnum opus when it comes to any Wu-Tang song. Everybody else did their thing. Don't get me wrong, but Old Dirty Bastard's verse always stuck with me and stuff like that too. And I feel like it's one of the most underrated Wu-Tang songs ever that I hear nobody
yeah.
talk about. And it's crazy. But they always want to talk about fucking pinky ring and just that stupid shit.
Who's mentioning that?
Someone has a loving for that song recently. It's crazy.
I like it. I don't think they should be mentioning with their best tracks though. You know. The ODB just started it
Mm,
off crazy like he normally would. Um I think Meth had the best verse. And this is like one of the songs that was on the sampler. So
right.
I want to say it started off the sampler. When I heard the sampler, like I heard Meth's verse first and then I heard everybody else. But Meth to me had the best verse, kill the chattering, niggas bust shots, keep it scattering, blood splattering, on point like a javelin, fuck battling, you catches only for babbling, imagine yourself as the god space traveling. Loved his flow on that. You know how Meth do. The beat, this is like
Right.
Dusty Beat RZA. This is great. This should have been on Wu Tang Forever. You know,
Honestly, I feel like it's too deep to be on the album. I'm gonna be real with you.
it's too deep.
This more this song is too deep to be on an album.
What?
I feel
It
like
was on the
it's a
soundtrack. Why was it too deep?
I know it's on the soundtrack, but if it wasn't on the soundtrack, I could see it as a standalone track because I feel like niggas weren't ready for this track right here. They
I
weren't
just
ready
look at it
for it.
like it was just like a regular Clan barred up track. I don't think it was. I mean, what was the message in it?
I mean, just based on ODB's verse alone, like he was just
ODB
talking
just
about.
sound just he just sound nuts on here. this is
No,
way
no,
more
he
ODB.
was speaking facts. See, that's the thing about
I
ODB where
know, but like the way that it started off with him saying that was like about they got Tupac and Biggie, and he just and then he's yelling on it. I'm like, this is typical Metro ODB on here. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Oh my god.
we got to talk about. I know you want to review the documentary, right?
I mean, I don't mind it, but I'm gonna be real with you. I like the documentary, but it's not like a lot of new stuff.
Yeah, it's like
I
we
learned.
already known.
Yeah,
We already
yeah.
like know everything. You know what I'm saying? Like I saw it and like I already know this shit.
I learned more watching Celebrity Underrated's video of ODB. To be real with you, and that's a YouTuber. A lot of this shit we already knew
Yeah,
from ODB. It's like, okay, he was on Rockefeller. He had a white manager.
right,
Nigga, I thought y'all could expose some shit like y'all did to Dan Schneider and shit, man. Like,
right. And I mean, it was good to see his family speak on stuff like his wife and
yeah,
his
yeah. I'm not gonna deny that.
yeah, his daughter. Like that was good. I mean, that was basically the whole documentary was them speaking about his antics and stuff, and when he got rich
Right.
and cocky and. But I mean, like the initial stuff, we already knew this stuff.
Exactly. But I'm like I said, I'm not hating. I'm not hating at all. But anyway, next track is called Against the Grain. Damn it, everybody wants to hit me up, man, when I'm always doing the live shit. So this features my nigga Sauce Money and shit like that too. This was early Sauce Money before Middle Finger U, which I'm so glad I got that album on vinyl. That is a classic, an
Lucky
underrated
bastard.
classic.
Lucky bastard.
Well, what can I say?
There's just some gems that we haven't gotten our hands on yet.
Don't worry, don't worry. One day it will come to you.
One day I'll be at a record store and it'll just call me like, try, I'm here. I'm only $20. You can get me now.
I think that's how much I bought for mine too. I think.
20? See, that's a steal.
Yeah, it's usually more expensive than that.
Yeah, it is.
But yeah, this track right here was pretty ill and stuff like. I've always felt Sauce Money was one of the most underrated cats. I'm gonna be real with you. I might get some flack, but give me Sauce over Beanie Siegel. I'm gonna be real.
Wow. What? I'm not going that far now. I
Yeah,
love Sauce Money, but Beans, I got Beans ball for ball.
I like Beanie.
Beans, he ain't fucking with Beans ball for ball.
I mean,
yeah, fuck no.
Yeah, I mean, Sauce had that flavor towards it. I don't know, Sauce just had that flavor. He had that charisma on the mic.
Good.
Like
he was
his chemistry with Jay, man.
A great disciple of Jay-Z and early. He should have been on Rockefeller. They fucked up.
Not Jay-Z and his 12 disciples.
There's no way you promote Memphis Bleak who never went platinum a day in his life, but not Sauce Money. And Sauce Money got a Grammy.
Middle finger you over Coming of Age any day.
Middle finger you over the entire Bleak discography. The entire Bleak discography. Whatever, 4 or 5 albums, whatever the fuck he got.
Q said the documentary already came out, man.
Yeah,
what do you mean there's a brand new?
I already saw it. You're late.
Wait, there's 2 documentaries of ODB coming out?
We don't need to.
ODB the Resurrection? What?
Yeah, exactly. 2 is not needed.
More ODB, more drunken tales. Like what? Like I thought I was gonna hear some X-rated stories,
right.
Some wild stories and shit.
Right.
At least with the Janet A&E documentary, I learned at least 20% shit. I learned new 20% because right. I'm a huge Janet fan. That's my girl right there. But anyway, yeah, because Janet can do no wrong, unlike other people who try to ruin her legacy. But other than that, what?
They tried to ruin her with Nipplegate, and that didn't work.
I wasn't just talking about that, nigga. Get your mind. I wasn't just.
I'm trying to understand what you were talking about.
I'm just talking about how people try to ruin the Jackson's legacy. That's all I'm trying to say.
Yeah. Right.
See, you always thinking about.
I thought you were talking about Nipplegate and Justin Timberlake.
No. I don't always think about that white boy. No.
Okay.
See, look at you, look at you. You always try to think you can.
I'm like Janet been she been out of the drama. She hasn't been in the drama like her brother.
I know, but still, if you're Jackson, they always try to pull you in if you're scandalous. That's how they do it.
Mm-hmm.
Think about it. They don't do that to the Osmonds. like that. They don't do that. Nah, they don't do that. So when it's a black family, they always try to do their best to ruin the legacy of a black family.
Mm-hmm. You're
It's
right.
true. Now, if it's Diddy, nah, he bought that shit on his own. I ain't
Yeah.
speaking for his family.
Yeah.
Boy. Next song, Ride featuring MOP. This is a very dope track right here. Um, man, this is that vintage MOP right here. The beat definitely sounds very different. Like it has like a very like uptown jazz kind of feel, especially around this time too, because they had dropped Firing Squad, which is my favorite album from them, in
Mm-hmm.
my opinion. And I can't really see this song on Firing Squad, but I can't really see this song on Fresh Family for Life either. You know what I'm
So
saying?
what the hell is it going in? What album you
I
putting
don't
it
know.
on? No.
I don't know. Maybe the soundtrack just brought different sounds to many different people. I don't know, because maybe this is why a lot of people regard this soundtrack so high up and shit.
Right.
Because yeah, but yeah, this one's really ill. MOP at their finest.
Yeah. The beat was fire. The horns on it. The Source Money track was good too. I like that one.
Oh damn, damn! I
Yeah.
did not mean. I thought you already said your
Oh, good.
thoughts.
But yes, it was dope. I love Source Money. I still think Beans is better than him though. But Source Money did his thing. He needs some new music out.
Hmm. Maybe I'm just a sucker for that 95, 99 Rockefeller sound. I've always been a sucker for that kind of sound and shit. Because
Yeah.
when they had that team like Sauce and
Mhm.
Early Bleak and then Ski Beats, you had
Yeah.
Jazzo
Yep.
and stuff like that too on that
He's
shit.
another one that should have been on Rockefeller.
Well, he was, but he didn't like the deal that Dame gave him.
Right.
From what I read.
Oh, so he left.
Smart man.
Yeah. Crazy.
But he came out with his last verse, which was a
Mhm.
nigga what nigga who. That's his best verse in his whole career.
Oh yeah, for
Like
sure.
that nigga what that he him and Jay-Z, man. Like even though they did have some
Mhm.
that early sound, that Hawaiian Sophie, I ain't really Jay-Z on the fucking parachute. Who would have guessed that a nigga flying out on the parachute would end up being one of the most successful
Yeah.
rappers ever? Like that's
Right.
crazy. Anyway, track number 5, You Win a Killer featuring Big Pun. Now I've talked about this song a while back when I did a Capital Punishment review and whatnot too. You know what I'm saying? Which I feel like is one of the greatest hip hop albums ever. A fucking
Mhm.
classic. Because some niggas, just because he's Latino, they want to say, "Oh well, Pun is not. He don't make no classics and shit. Pun ain't never had no Capital Punishment, no classic." Which I feel like
Who
is
says that?
asinine if you ask
Who
me.
says that?
Yo, niggas be saying some questionable fucking. They be trying to downplay Pun shit,
Wow.
but they be trying to figure. But Fat Joe got classics, right? Which he does, but come on. Who
Fat Joe got better
the
because of
album?
Punk.
The album is Don Cargino, which is everyone's favorite Fat Joe album. Who wrote that
Yeah.
album? Our
hmm
people.
When Punk
Our
came
people.
out, Fat Joe stepped up his game. He had to.
Right.
You
When
know.
Pun died, I don't know what happened. Right. But yeah, this one was a pretty dope track right here. I've always loved that beat.
hmm
You know what I'm saying? That was produced by Young Lord and stuff. Pun definitely did his thing on this one and shit like that too. I mean, this was definitely like him at his finest, in my opinion. Like, um, it's like I just wish, man, we would have more music from him and shit. Because,
Facts.
like, whether you believe it or not, I do love the Yeah Baby album. That was a hot ass album and shit.
Love it.
That was his life after that, if you ask me.
Definitely. Definitely.
That was definitely his like
And
life
we
after
had some
death.
people
But
on there on that album too.
yeah, if he would have lived, Terror Squad would have been a way different place than where
Oh
it's
yeah,
at and shit.
definitely. It would have looked
Yeah,
so much different now.
right. Yeah, man. But that's all I had to say about You and the Killer.
Love it. Classic record from a classic album. The lyrics, when you awaken, your man will be taken, faking like you're Satan when you're rhyming abomination. Bars, man. Like that was one of the best lyricists, top 5 all time.
Definitely. Like he's definitely part of the Coogee rap class and shit all
Yeah,
the way.
for sure.
Yeah. The way I see it's like Jay-Z is of course part of the Kane class. Nas is part of our
hmm
Kim class, but Pun, he's in that Coogee rap class.
Yeah.
That's how I see it. Yeah. Uh, Next track is Los Angeles Times with Exhibit. We also talked about this track when we did the 40 Days and 40 Nights album, which that's actually my favorite Exhibit album, to be real with you.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Very, very, very dope album. I know a lot of people want to say, "Oh, Restless is his magnum opus." I was like, I'll
Who
save my
says it?
thoughts on Restless. A
Who
lot of
says
people
it?
love Restless.
I
A lot of
love it,
people,
but I don't remember saying that's his best album though.
yeah, it's because of the Drake cosign and shit, you know.
Yeah. Yep.
But yeah, this has always been a dope song and shit. Like I said, I've always loved early Exhibit before started pimping rise and shit. You know, I mean, it's like after Restless or Man versus Machine, it's like
Mhm.
it's
Yeah.
very hit.
Napalm wasn't good.
Oh
Uh,
God,
Weapons of Destruction. I actually have that album. I haven't listened to it yet. it's just sitting there. Haven't listened to that one yet.
wow.
But ironically, today's his birthday. He's 50 years old today. So happy birthday, Exhibit.
Damn, I
West
thought he was
Coast
already.
legend. I love his first four releases with At the Speed of Light and 40 Days, 40 Nights and Restless, 2000, Man versus Machine. I love those albums. And this was one of my favorite songs. This was also on the sampler. Love the beat for this, the chorus. And the kids ain't learning shit except this, trying to survive Los Angeles Times. Classic track by Exhibit.
Definitely. All right. Next song is called Main Aim. Excuse me, Main Aim featuring Cellar Dwellers. I don't think we've talked about Cellar Dwellers, but they were actually a hip hop duo from Flatbush that consists of UG, The Imagination, and Phantasm, the Tall Man. They made an appearance on a Sitting on Chrome album from Master Ace Incorporated, which
Classic.
I feel like is probably his best album if you ask me. They did a track on For the Mind. I know they came out with their album
Yeah.
Rams
Realms of
and
Reality.
Reality,
Yeah.
which I almost had in my collection. I was almost bought from Amazon, but that shit always goes
That's
up in
another
price.
thing that's expensive.
Yeah, that album right there, that does not sound like any East Coast
Yeah.
record at that time. That was on some
Facts.
the way to describe them, they were like the nerdy, the gangster hipster version of EPMD. That's the weird way to
Yeah.
describe them.
Interesting. The gangster hipster version of
Hipster.
EPMD. I've never heard nobody use that analogy.
Yeah, because their style is very hard to pinpoint when it comes to me and shit. Because if you listen to Rems in Reality and you listen to anything like Reasonable Doubt, like listen to both those albums, because you know how niggas in the East Coast at that time had that mafioso sound,
Uh-huh.
whereas they were on some weird like futuristic kind of shit. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Another group like that was like Latyrix. You know what I'm saying? You remember that group?
Yes, I
Very,
remember.
very underrated group. I love that shit.
Definitely. That's underground.
Woo!
Mm. I don't think
Man, we got
they ain't ready for that
they,
conversation about
they ain't
underground.
ready. Yo,
That's like
yo, they ain't
below
ready.
that's like below the Ninja Turtle sewer underground.
Bro, they ain't ready. They ain't ready for that one. They ain't ready for that review
Yeah.
because that first track alone, that boom, 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 boom.
Mm-hmm.
Woo!
The track too. Oh yeah.
Oh, next month is October. Oh, I'm talking about some weird albums next month. Ooh, yes.
Weird albums.
Yeah, I'm gonna throw in some weird albums with some horrorcore shit or some
Oh
Halloween shit
boy.
next month.
Oh boy.
Ooh, we're
Are,
gonna
are
show
we
that
getting,
lyrics up.
when you say weird, are we getting like Weird Al Yankovic type of reviews?
You never know with
Oh
me. You
boy.
never know. Well, that might be a good idea though.
I just
Thank
set
you, Try.
myself up for a disaster, right?
Thank you, Try. But yeah, I like this song and whatnot to Main Aim. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Very, very, very dope track. This is also part of their second album, The Last Shall Be First, that came out in 2000, which I don't know why they threw that out there, but hey. One line that UG said that I fucked with was when he said, "Break bones like Tekken while niggas fake moves like wrestling. No question, I bring it every time, baby. Don't try to play me. I Rockefeller like Jay-Z." Like his whole verse was like pretty much double entendres and whatnot, which I fucking love. So yeah,
Yes.
this was pretty ill.
Yeah. This is a rap duo that don't get a lot of praise. UG is dope lyrically and Phantasm, and I loved Phantasm's verse. He said, "All I got is hard times, the illest rhymes, a couple of dimes, and a rusty nine that ain't even mine." Love it. Love the beat as well. The strings on it.
Like that was just fire ass rhyme right there and shit. You know what I'm
Oh
saying?
yeah.
So shout out to my homegirl Fire hitting me up. All right.
Where Kaya been? I ain't see her on here.
Oh, she been working. She
Yeah.
been, she been working. She got shout out to her. She got a new place and shit. So she been getting that shit together.
That was dope.
All right. Next track. Rare Species Modus Operandi. This is Mob Deep. You know what I'm saying? Vintage Mob Deep and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? They're on that braggadocio kind of shit, talking about what makes them better than their competition. You know what I'm saying? I love the line when Prodigy said, "I ball in this word, assorting this, excuse me, probably recording this. Of course, kids keeping they sights upon this, exclusiveness, like some new type of kicks. We got them things fixed past the wrong man in my clique." You know what I'm saying? Very, very dope. I mean, this is why he's one of the best to ever do it, in my opinion. So,
Yeah.
yeah,
Fire. Fire beat. This should have been on one of their albums, either Hell on Earth or Murder Music. As I've always liked it. Like I said, Mob Deep was always great at being on
I agree.
soundtrack. Hoodlum soundtrack, this soundtrack. Um, what was the other? What was the other soundtrack I mentioned? I mentioned another soundtrack yesterday that they were, but they were always on the soundtracks. How you learn sound.
Get Richard Not Trying.
Get Rich or Die. No, I didn't like those songs on there. That's what that was my whole point. I'm like they've done better songs on other
Oh,
soundtracks. Rhyme and Reason, I think they were on that soundtrack. You know, and this was just another great song. The beat was fire by Havoc. The bass line, Prodigy saying, "Back on the streets, I seen some old drama. I still hold heat to send your ass straight to trauma. These kids started the drilling like they're ready and willing. I gave them no time to switch feelings." Classic Mob. I love it. Love the song.
definitely. Hmm. Uh, Next track we got is High Expectations with Common. Now this is another deep cut Common joint that niggas probably don't know about right here.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? This definitely should have been on One Day It'll Make Sense. Common and No ID at their best and everything like that too. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man, another track where he's using like a lot of basketball references and everything like that. Dig the Shaka Khan sample that they use. So
Yes.
yeah, this is fire.
That's from the Move Me No Mountain track
Oh
from
shit.
the from the
Oh
Naughty
shit, I
album.
think Mark Nass about to go live.
Oh yeah, he talking about Diddy. I want to hear what they got to say. I got to see his live stream after this. Like what he got to say about his legend. You know
Yep. Yeah, he's
They decided to get guns involved.
the
A
fuck.
Desert Eagle hand.
Oh yeah,
but yeah,
everyone's coming out.
yeah, it's a big thing.
Everyone got something.
Finally seen the Predator locked up. Yeah. This the Shaka Khan sample is on the Naughty album. Move Me No Mountain. Love that sample. You had comments saying opportunity to move. I grabbed it. Me and my mom had static. Now I read Hennessy and Havoc. Loved his lines on this. This is one of my favorite Common songs ever. And he needed. They should have had a single for this, but I love the beat. No ID. Classic.
Right. Yeah. See, Common, he's another dope cat that would some of his deeper dope cuts from the '90s, like 1999 from the Sound Bomb and Two. There was some of his most dopest joints
Yeah,
and shit. You know what I'm
definitely
saying?
for sure.
Like you saw the transition, like you saw the evolution
Hmm.
between like Revolution and One Day It'll Make Sense, and then
Yeah.
of course, No ID. Him and No ID started. He got with the Soulquarians and
Hmm.
stuff like that too. Which I've always dig the Soulquarian sound, but once he got with that shit, that's when he mastered the sound
Right.
and stuff. The Like Water for Chocolates, the Electric Circus. The Bees.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, and
Right.
yes, I did mention Electric Circus because I got to show that album some love.
I
For
like how
sure.
you just slipped that in there, Electric Circus.
Oh yeah,
Even
because
though
like I
I
said,
wasn't
that
a fan of
album.
it. I did not
Because like
like
I
that
said
album.
before, I show that album some love. That album right there was way ahead of his time. And now, if y'all can fuck with that Childish Gambino "Awaken My Love," y'all can
Oh
fuck
my,
with that one. And shit.
that was a way better
Yeah,
album than his album. Come on, don't do
I
that.
mean, I mean, yeah, I admit "Awaken My Love" was way better, but who kicked it off first though? Think about it. Electric Circus gave birth to Love Below.
Yeah, you
Love
like
Below,
Common in his knit outfits and shit, and his Applejack
yeah,
hats and bell bottoms.
yeah, yeah. I like Koofy Common. Right,
Um,
spoken word Common, Brown Sugar Common and shit. You know,
wow.
that was when Common was at his when Common was literally like the hip hop equivalent to like Marvin Gaye and Donny Hathaway and some shit. That was when he was in his bag and shit. That early 2000s Common right there. That's when he evolved from that Das Effects Iggity kind of style and shit. Like when
Oh
he
wow.
was spoken word Common. When I heard B, man, that was on Weepy for a good minute, man. Let me
Oh
tell
yeah,
you, but
B is
yeah.
great.
Mm-hmm. But you say you like this song too?
I love the Common song. I love the Common song.
Yes, sir.
Definitely.
All
So
right,
underrated gem.
right. All right, next joint. It's A Child Is Born featuring Brand Nubian. Now, this is a Brand Nubian track with Grand Pooba back. I have a personal feeling this was supposed to have been on the original Times Running Out, which was like quote unquote the original Foundation album. Because
Mm.
you guys should know they did the original Foundation called Times Running Out. But Crypt Keeper Clive Davis said, we went a bit more commercial. This is a bit too dark. If they
Wow.
would have came out with that album, that would have been easily probably their best album. I still feel like it's one of my top 3 albums from Brand Nubian though, but I never liked Foundation. That's always been.
Mm.
I mean, it has some joints still, but that's always been their weakest album to me. Foundation.
It's been years since I heard that one. I gotta go back and hear that.
Yeah, that had one of the worst primo beats I've heard too.
You
Believe it or
didn't you
not.
didn't like the what was the primo
No,
joint again? I forgot the
I
name of that
forgot the
joint.
name, but I know. Hold on, I got hold on.
I like the beat for that though.
I didn't like the beat. I'm gonna
And
tell you.
they came out with Don't Let It Go to Your Head. I like that song. But I don't
Mm,
remember anything else from that album.
the return, yeah.
The Return, that's right, yeah. I remember that joint.
I
That joint was fire. I
lyrically,
think that was the first one I heard, and then they came out with the video for Don't Let It Go to Your Head.
I'm gonna. Do you want a hot take?
Uh,
I never really cared for "Don't Let It Go to Your Head." I never
you didn't
really
like that
cared
song,
for.
huh?
It was cool, but the fact that it was just like that, and it's no
I'm with you.
surprise
It
that's
sounded jiggy. It did sound
it's
like a
no
bad
surprise that's
boy.
their biggest song.
Right. It sounded like a bad boyish type of song, but the message in the song is what's important.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And at that time,
Oh yeah.
the climate of the
The
climate
message.
of the
Yeah.
climate of rap was changing, and they wanted. I feel like they wanted to fit in
Any
at that
Stanton
time.
sample too, but no, Clive wanted them to fit in at that
They
time.
wanted. Oh, it was Clouds. Okay.
Yeah, Crip Cleaver. Mr. I don't know him. I don't know. What do you think about what's going on with Diddy? Who's Diddy? I don't know.
That's the ringleader. You better know. Act like
Yo,
you the
I
ringleader.
think I know y'all better leave Clive alone. He's like 500 years old, but y'all better
No.
leave him.
So that's even more the reason why he was the ringleader, calling shots from his crypt. You
I
know.
don't know. That nigga was like this on the camera. Look. He was like this. Look. But yeah, this track was pretty dope and shit. You know what I'm saying? I've always said like Sadat X always got to spark it up and shit. Then Lord Jamar got to be the calm before the storm, and then here comes Grand Pooba doing his integral kind of thing, the Grand Pooba kind of thing. You know what I'm saying? I kind of feel like he had the best verse. You know what I'm saying? I like the line when he said, "I had a feeling I was headed towards land of doom. I came out and the doctor get ready to smack. I got the umbilical cord and try to pull myself back, but it was too late for that cause and fact." Like that's a deep ass fucking line and stuff like that too. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I really wish this was on Times Running Out. But yeah, man, that album is so fucking expensive today, man. Shit.
Yep. I love Dot X verse. The beat was fire. And Sadat saying, I'm on a world tour to help feed the poor. From the local drug cats to kids in front of the stores, money gangbangers and big money spenders. Reality check rings as we descend from the king. Loved his verse. It was like a song, like a tale of the ghetto, and Brand Nubian was always good at that, and Lord Jamar did his thing in Grand Pooper.
Right. All right. Next joint we got is One on One with Smith and Wesson. You know what I'm saying? I think this was around the time they went by Cocoa Brothers.
Yep.
And I know this track was on the Rude Awakening joint.
Yep.
I never liked this joint. I'm gonna be real with you.
Really?
This
Wow.
I never liked this joint.
Wow.
It sounded they sounded 1 foot. It's like 1 foot underground, 1 foot kind of jiggy, in my opinion.
What?
See, this was the weird era of boot camp click that it was just a weird era for them and stuff like that. It's like once they came out with For the People, that just cursed them. That sort of kind of like cursed them
Oh man. Not cursed.
because they minus Black Moon's War Zone. Well, minus Black Moon period because they were still dropping heat.
Yeah.
But at the same time, Buckshot came out with that whack ass solo album, the BDI Thug.
Oh wow.
Then Helter Skelter came out with Magnum Force, which I never liked.
Yeah.
OGC's second album, Empire Strikes Back, which was meh. Rude Awakening was above average, in my opinion, but again, this was the weirdest one because it was like 1 foot underground, 1 foot jiggy, and stuff like that. It's like a tug of war. It's like you ever seen that Johnny Gill video for "Rub You the Right Way"?
Yeah.
Where he's like pretty much doing this weird dance and stuff like that. Like he's in his place. Like it's kind of like that. It's like a Johnny Gill dance,
Right. Johnny really wanted to dance, but he was forced to. I love it. I think this was like I want to say this was the first single. The beat was fire. It was great wordplay between Tech and Steel. I love it. I think it was a great Coco Bees record. And the video I didn't understand because they're like in a bathtub with like it looked like it's like blood or some shit. I'm like, why are they like in a bathtub with blood? What does this have to do with the song? You know what I'm saying? So, but the record itself to me is fire.
Respect. All right, next song we got is Soul in the Hole, the title track with the Wu All Stars. Very dope track right here. You know what I'm saying? This right here was pretty much a very, very, very dope song. Wu-Tang, whenever they appear on soundtracks, it's always something. And I like the fact that they gave a shout out to the affiliate and stuff like that too.
Right.
I mean, you had the creme de la creme, the creme de la creme. You had Killer Sin, Keep Your Head Up, Killer Sin.
Yes.
Who I feel like is one of the most underrated lyrical MCs.
Is he still locked up?
Yeah, he's still locked up.
He's locked up for life, or is he coming out at some point?
That's a good question. I don't even know. Man. I don't even know. I mean, how long has Cool C been on death row and shit?
Oh man.
You have Shaheem,
right?
Who I feel like came into his truest form around this time when he came out with the Lost Generation album.
Definitely.
You know what I'm saying? A Wu affiliate album I never hear people mention like that, which is crazy.
They don't mention Shaheem at all, which is bad.
I mean, they mention Shaheem, but mostly for guests, like the Show Improved track. But
yeah,
because AKA the Rugged Child, right? Like the first album he came out with, it was cool. I liked it, but Lost Generation, man, Silent Style, come on, people come on, man. Oh, bum 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 bum. Come on, man. What y'all know about Shaheem?
Yeah. The
Silent Style
is calling me, child. Come on.
What y'all know? What y'all know about Shaheem, nigga? Come on, man. But I mentioned those two because they had the best verses on the track right here. You know what I'm saying? I mean, Yeah, man, I definitely got to get my hands on that Lost Generation album because that I could have gotten my hands on it, but somebody bought that shit. It was fucking. They didn't buy the Puffy Forever, but they bought that one.
They didn't want that. Who would buy that? They didn't want that. I mean, you got like different Wu affiliated groups on here. You got like a Killer Army, you got GP Wu, you got Royal Fam, and you got Takeda on the chorus, and this was great. Like this was also a single too. The beat was fire. Takeda on the chorus was great. Timbo, I actually like Timbo King verse. I think he had the best verse. Him and Shaheem. He said, "Your starting five couldn't get verbal live. I penetrate across the lane, all reasons minds. Your coach is calling for a timeout. I bomb the rhyme out with the free throw, fast break through the legs, crush your rookie ego." Love Timbo King, very underrated. Um, they just did their thing, man. Shaheem, I've seen Shaheem twice in concert. Once was with Little Vicious when they were like collaborating. Back in the day on Little Vicious' first album, and they killed it. And then I saw him in like '99 when he was promoting the third album, and that's the one that got shelved. But
Yeah,
he was dope. Was it Manchild, that one?
yeah.
And yeah, he was dope. He was dope to see him in concert. He did his thing. I would love to hear new music from him. I know he's been in and out of prison. He's dropped like mixtapes over the years, but he needs to come out with like a proper release. You know what I'm saying? Like produced by Bronze Nazareth or Mathematics. Hope maybe some RZA production. I'm not holding my breath because RZA's doing ballet shit now, but Shaheem is
What the fuck is this nigga doing, man?
ballet album. Like he produced a ballet. Who's listening to that? A ballet album? Like what?
I swear, Andre 3000 got RZA doing ballet, Juicy J trying to do jazz and shit.
Right? Like come on, RZA.
You heard that jazz version slobbing it out?
Yeah, like nah. You know what I mean? But Shaheem needs a new album out because he's always been one of the dopest ones. With the Wu affiliated Offspring artists, and he definitely needs to come out with something. He's always been one of my favorites.
Definitely. Ballet. So this is why we have to wait for another Wu-Tang album.
Yeah, doing ballet.
This nigga's trying to be like Michelle Wan, whatever that Asian ballet.
Michelle Kwan.
Michelle Kwan.
Yeah.
That's the only ballet person I know and shit like that. I fucked up the name and shit.
Crazy,
Go
shit.
Shit. You ain't never seen no Asian ballet dancer like that. Anyway, track number 13, Visions of Blur, featuring Dark Mind. Yo, Loud Records is representing today. Dark Mind? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I think we have to educate them, do we? We got to educate these niggas with Dark Mind, right?
Yeah, we going deeper than the Ninja Turtles.
This is why these soundtracks. That's why I love these soundtrack months because we actually talking about artists that don't get their shine, giving them the love and shit. So I guess I'm the best person to do it. So let's get it. All right, Dark Mind. Hip hop duo consists of X-Ray and Kev Rock. Let me tell you something. I love me some Loud Records, but they dropped the motherfucking ball. They should have dropped this shit, right? The symptomatic of a greater ill. Yeah. First of all, one of the greatest titles of any hip hop album I've ever heard. Mm-hmm. This is like that whole album is like a fucking movie. To me, this is a lost underground hip hop classic, in my fucking opinion. Mm-hmm. It got it was supposed to come out in '97, but it got shelved. Right. And whatnot too. And '97 was a great year for Loud Records because they had some heat too.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, let me tell you something. If y'all have a chance to listen to that album on YouTube and stuff like that, you won't regret it. You know what I'm saying? I'm having a list down right now and shit because I'm having a list down because this next month, man, we're gonna go deep. We're gonna go deeper than Hole in Diddy's parties and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, man.
How far can I go with this tonight?
I don't know. You're pushing the limits right now.
Pushing the limits of censorship tonight.
Yep. They got one hand on the red button.
This is like, okay, this nigga's going down.
Yeah.
All right, but yeah, this is a very dope track right here. This is also on that album I mentioned to you too. So yeah, fuck it.
Yeah, this was dope, man. This boom bap underground shit. Love the beat on this. The pianos it was fire.
Mind you, we still got to talk about Baby Boy after this. Okay,
Coogee.
Coogie's in the building. I don't want you. I don't want you. I don't want you. Stupid motherfucker. Yeah. Tito, rest in peace.
Yeah.
I bet you. I swear to God, that Michael movie don't have a rest in peace Tito Jackson at the end, and I'm gonna say
he got to be in the movie, right? You would think they would have somebody playing Tito in the film.
By the way, they casting everybody and shit. They casted his hairdresser, his wardrobe, his wardrobe motherfucker, his bus driver, his security. I was like, how many motherfuckers are y'all casting for this movie?
Right.
Hold on.
This shit gonna be like 4 hours long.
They said they casted his hairdresser. I'm like, what the fuck?
Wow. Who was his hairdresser?
I don't know.
Wow.
And we still don't know who's playing Janet.
Right? We don't know still.
Next joint is called Late Night Action. Oh wow. That's another theme on Diddy's parties. This has Organized Confusion. In case y'all don't know, Stress the Extinction Agenda was the first review I've done on this channel, in case y'all don't know. So, you know, I gotta throw that out there. I did that 2013, just letting y'all know. Because, you know, some people don't know this shit. But
you
anyway.
11 years going through.
Yeah, because, you know, you just gotta say that shit. You know, you just gotta say your shit sometimes.
Man. I hope to be like you one day.
But anyway. Hey man, I hope to be like you in a steady relationship one day. But hey, I'm good with the life I'm living at the moment.
It's hard work. It wasn't planned. It was just the gods just blessed me with a good one. That's what it was. That's his message. Just go off.
The fuck, nigga. I gotta text you. I gotta text you some shit tonight too.
Okay.
But yeah, you know, this is one of the few Organized Confusion songs I feel like Prince Poe stole the show. And niggas never give Prince Poe love. I feel like Prince Poe, when the Equinox came out, I feel like Prince Poe stole the show on that whole album.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah, like Stress, that was all Pharaoh. That was all Pharaoh.
Yeah.
The first album, it was a bit of a tie because they were kind of doing that whole back and forth. Like this is another duo I love, but you cannot really pinpoint their style too. You know what I'm saying? Because they were just so out there and abstractual and shit. You know.
That would be nice for them to drop a soundtrack with unreleased stuff. I don't know if they're gonna do it.
With the way how his estate is and how they botched up the Thriller 40 and shit like that, I'm not gonna put my faith in that. Mind you, we still didn't get a Dangerous 30.
Right.
And shit. I'm like, okay, Michael Jackson estate, what's going on? What's going on? Y'all wanna make posthumous albums and shit, but y'all don't want to come up with a Dangerous 30. Y'all want to have Teddy Riley.
Next year,
y'all want to have Teddy. Well, I'm gonna say my thoughts on history. But y'all want to have Teddy Riley lie his ass off on Oprah, but y'all not gonna have a Dangerous 30. Okay, I'll wait. All right. Oh, that was all Michael's voice. Shut your bitch ass up. Well, I'm going wild tonight, B. I'm in a good mood. How far can I go? Okay, but you go ahead, Bo. I'm sorry.
I mean, it was dope. Nice beat for this organized track. You know, definitely underrated duo.
Right. Yeah, man. Do I even have? I don't even have the Equinox. Shit, damn.
Yeah, I don't got that one either.
Yeah, I got the first two ones and shit. But
yeah.
And the last one is Your Life featuring OC and You Nast. First of all, that's a stupid ass name, You Nast. Just call yourself You Nast, for God's sake. Why niggas always see? This is why you can't give niggas the creative opportunity to make their own names and shit, because they always have to do too much. This is why you can't give niggas shit sometimes. Oh my god, but this definitely could have been on Jewels and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Very dope track. I've always felt like DJ OG was very underrated as a producer. You know what I'm saying? I've always liked his, especially at that time. He always had that very happy but gritty boom bap, if that makes sense. You know what I'm saying? Happy boom bap.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, but I like this record.
Yeah, this was fire. Love the beat for this. The pianos. You got OC saying thick like mucus in the membrane, penetrate like Bengay. On the mic, motherfuckers call me sensei. This was a great song to end off the soundtrack. You know, I love OC. His first two albums, you know, some of his latter stuff, Bon Appetit, and you know, just a great artist, a great boom bap artist. You know, from DITC, you know, legendary crew.
Yo, I sent you some shit on the group me. You're gonna bust out laughing.
Oh boy,
Oh my god.
what we talking about now?
Thanks to Coogee. But overall, this is the classic soundtrack, in my opinion. You know what I'm saying? And I don't say that about a lot of soundtracks, hip hop wise. Dare I say, I kind of would put this on the same level as Juice and Menace to Society, because this definitely has some boom bap. Like a lot of songs, like that was from established albums, a lot of teasers right here. You know what I'm saying? A lot of MCs at their hungriest form and stuff like that too. You know what? I'm gonna give this a 5 mics. I only disliked one song, and that's the Smith and Wesson joint. But I'm gonna give this a 5 mic soundtrack. I'm gonna
this was great. I love the different artists that was on the soundtrack. You know, a lot of the loud artists and the songs, the production. You know, joints like Los Angeles Times and the exhibit joint Rare Species from Mob and the Common joint Higher Expectations. Smith and Wesson One on One. That's definitely 5 mics for me. You know,
right.
underrated soundtrack.
Definitely. All right, one down, one to go. All right. You will always be my baby boy. Why? Why every time? Why every time I come outside, you go inside the house? Ain't nobody thinking about you, cuz. We got quotables for days, B.
Right? Classic movie.
For real. I'm trying to share the album cover and shit. Give me 1 second. Because apparently this does not have its own Wikipedia. But we're gonna talk about the Baby Boy soundtrack and whatnot too. You know, of course, from the movie Baby Boy with Tyrese, Snoop Dogg, Taraji P Henson. You know what I'm saying? Directed and written by late great John Singleton and whatnot too. You know what I'm saying?
This nigga did not have a whole room full of that shit. Are you serious?
Yo, what kind of world are we living in right now? This is just unbelievable. Wow. And he don't even take care of his own kids like that. Boy, I never. Wow. Man. This is unbelievable. This is unbelievable. I'm flabbergasted. I'm appalled.
Yo,
I'm appalled by all this. But yeah, this soundtrack came out June 19, 2001. Baby Boy is such a classic movie. I think we've done a review on that movie and stuff like years ago. Mike was in that shit, if I'm not mistaken. You know, that's probably Tyrese's best work as an actor.
Yeah,
and I feel like every role he ever played in after, he's always had a little Jody in him and shit.
Right.
You know, it's kind of crazy though. You know, he had a little Jody in every his roles. Shit, but Yeah, I'm trying to. Yeah, man. Okay, so pretty much that's crazy. All right. So this soundtrack has 19 tracks. We're gonna get started with the first track was called "The Womb" with Tyrese, which a lot of the interludes were pretty much like scenes from the movie
Yeah,
and stuff like that. A lot of voice exports from the movie and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? So there's that. This is the scene in the beginning where he's talking about, what is a girl to his man, what is a home and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? So nothing to it.
yeah. It was that was cool. That was like the intro to the movie, right? When he was like the fetus in the womb and all
Yeah,
that.
yeah,
Yeah, that was dope. It was good.
definitely. Track number two we got is just a baby boy. This is pretty much Tyrese and Snoop Dogg featuring Mr. Ten. This is also on the 2000 Watts album. I never really cared for that album too much, to be real with you. I'm more. I just stick to his first album and maybe the Black Roses or whatever that
Yeah.
Roses album. That has some decent shit, but I mean, with this track right here, I mean, I gotta be in the right mood to hear this track and shit. To be real with you, you know. Whoa, what's so funny?
Jody and Snoop doing a song together.
Right,
Jody and Rodney.
Jody. Jody, I told you I got the hook.
Right?
Hmm. But yeah, man. Yeah, as I said, this one was decent. I gotta be in the right mood to hear this song.
I think it's a classic song. I love this song for this. The G Funk beat. Snoop was killing it on it. Tyrese was a good singer. I don't when it comes to Clarice, that's a different story. But Tyrese the singer, he's a great singer. You know what I'm saying? And this was like the theme song for the movie. So
This nigga literally got shells. Boy, I guess we're
is
gonna
that is
be
that
hearing
is that
about
really a
this
song
all
for
year.
that, or that's like some meme that people made?
No, that's literally photos that literally got leaked and shit. Oh,
That's
you're right.
crazy.
Yep.
This nigga got bottles of oil of baby. Like was he having his own like Sean John factory of baby oil coming out or something?
That's just disgusting.
Crazy.
All right, next joint is Just a Man. This has Raphael Sadiq and Devin the Dude. You know what I'm saying? This was a pretty cool track right here too. I love the chemistry together. Devin the Dude has always been very underrated to me too. You know what I'm saying? He always had that very like quirky kind of style and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, this was very dope. I love the bass line to this one.
Yes. Dope neo soul track. The beat was fire. Raphael Sadiq killed it. He's another artist that's been on like many soundtracks and always kill it.
Yeah, you're right about that. All right. Track number four, Focus Interlude. This is pretty much the scene when Jody and Yvette were arguing, and he was like, "You gotta focus. Watch some PBS or some shit."
Right.
You know?
That was funny.
Yeah, for real. Track number five, Baby Mama featuring 3 6 Mafia and La Chat. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be real with you. I love 3 6 Mafia, but I never cared for the song. To be real with you.
Really?
Yeah, never cared for the song. I
I
think
love
this is if I'm gonna. You said what?
I love the song. I think the song is fire.
Respect.
With
The
La
video is
Chat killed it to me. You know what I'm saying? Like the Baby Mama joint, the bass line on it, the beat is classic pieces mafia on here.
the video was funny.
Yeah, the video's funny too.
Yeah, that's what made up for the song in my opinion. But yeah, I never really cared for this song. But hey,
All right.
all right. Next track is called "Talk Shit to You." D'Angelo featuring Marlon C. This song is okay. You know what I'm saying? It's okay. What Surprisingly, coming from a D'Angelo enthusiastic myself, I think that's the first time I ever said it was an OKD. I can see why it was left off Voodoo, to be real with you,
Mhm.
and stuff. So, I mean, the beat was pretty cool, but oh, I didn't even talk about the producers. My fault.
Yeah.
Battle Cat, Manny Fresh, Mark Sparks, James Poyster, D'Angelo, and Chris Ligio. And Justin Baby Boy was the only single. But back to this song, yeah, I never really cared for this song, to be real with you.
I like the beat. Was that D'Angelo rapping?
I think that was Marlon C.
Oh, yeah, I didn't care for the rapping, but the beat itself was dope. But I wanted to hear D'Angelo actually singing more on this track.
Right, definitely. All right, next track is I'd Rather Be With You with Bootsy Collins. I mean, yeah,
Said
say
rather
I'd
be
rather be with
classic,
you. I'd
classic
rather be with
song.
you. Way. Come on, man. That
Man.
that's coming from the classic album Stretching Out the Rubber Band and
Yes.
whatnot too that came out in '76, which we were supposed to talk about the album. We pushed it back though, but
Right.
we're gonna talk about the album very soon. You know what I'm saying? Every time I hear that joint and stuff like that, it always takes me to another place. But
Mhm.
I'm not gonna hold you. That's a song I kind of prefer when he does it live, in my
Right.
opinion, because that's where he gets really nasty and whatnot too. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Would you believe my first introduction to this song was the NWA song "I'd Rather Fuck You"?
Oh wow.
Yeah, that was my first introduction to this song.
What a way to be introduced.
Yeah, because when I heard the song, I was like, that beat is
No.
so fucking ill. And you know, crazy story. And like that beat is so fucking ill and whatnot too. But then when I watched Baby Boy, I heard the song and stuff. I was like, wait a minute, I heard that joint
You heard the
before.
song? Yeah.
Yeah, and we all know it's been sampled by so many people from Adina Howard,
Hmm.
Tupac,
Yeah.
Question Mark Asylum. What y'all know about them?
I ain't
Childish
got.
Gambino,
Hmm.
Beyonce. This the name of fucking few. You know what I'm saying? Um, I actually like. I think the person that used it the best out of all of them, maybe
Hmm.
Adina Howard. Cause freak like me,
Yeah.
still a banger to this
Fat
day.
Joe sampled it on Loyalty album.
I I forgot the song, but yeah, you're right.
Bust at You with Tony Sunshine.
Yeah,
Yeah, man,
yeah, fire.
classic P Funk record. I love it.
I agree. All right, next song we got is "You" with Felicia Adams. This was pretty much the song when Yvette's all sad because her and Jody had the argument,
Hmm.
and it's just like you're the someone with me. That kind of. I never liked this. I never liked this
Yeah,
stupid song.
I ain't care for this.
Yeah. Next song, so Jody meets Rodney. It says the Jody. Is that you, Jody?
Right. First time they met in person.
Right.
Rodney comes fresh out of prison, and he had Yvette crib kicking it. And I think Yvette was she went to the store or something, and Jody comes over to pick up his son, and Rodney opens the door, and that was one of my favorite scenes of the movie.
This nigga riding a bike.
Right.
That is kind of a good point. Cause where you gonna put the fucking baby at? How you gonna?
Oh, Yvette had
Okay,
the car, right? She took the car.
yeah.
And that was her car that he was driving.
I don't know about you, but I always laugh at the scene where he's just riding the bike, and then those little kids are riding with him.
Right. He was Jody was just he was just a funny ass nigga. Like you had a beautiful woman at home that you was cheating on, and he had other baby mamas, and you know what I'm saying. It's just this is why it's hard to find a good woman because of niggas like that. You know.
Then you gonna come home and his mom is dancing. Look, Jody, look. Ain't that what the kid doing? Look, Jody.
And yeah, like Rodney
Look,
telling
Jody.
his homies, man, I want to fuck this nigga up, and Why didn't they do it? I mean, it was like only Jody was there.
You know what pissed me off about the movie? My least favorite scene was when you thought he got shot, and all of a sudden it turned out it was a danger. I was like, we went through all that with the whole choir and everything like that. And then he's like, I thought I was dead. And then they show the real scene. He did that real joke.
Yeah, I think that would have been an actual good scene to see him get shot, and then, you know, does he live? Does he die? That would have been a good scene. Like, let's see how much Yvette really cared for him then.
Right.
You know what I mean?
No, we gotta have John Singleton just giving us some fake trauma and shit. Like,
yeah.
I was like, okay, well, thank you, John Singleton. Thank you for that. Yeah. like, did we really have to see Tyrese as a fetus?
Oh man, that was funny.
Like that movie has so many unnecessary scenes. I'm just like, really, nigga. Oh, but you know,
what made him? Was it Melvin that made him come to the realization that, look, you have a good woman at home that's down for you. You need to be a family with her and stop chasing these hoes out here.
No, it was himself. He just had he just had to have that minute to himself where he just had to like look at himself in the mirror and just be like, you fucking up, but that does not mean you have to continue to fuck up. That just means you have to make improvements from this point forward. Melvin was just there to console him after what happened and whatnot too. You know what I'm saying? Which I feel like that was probably a very deep scene between them.
Yeah, because all of a sudden after that scene, it was like they became friends and shit.
Right. Oh, it took somebody to be a killer just for you to be friends. Wow.
Exactly. He was trying to show you that he was there for you way before that happened. He didn't want to listen.
You know what? Anytime if somebody gets mad at that, all they have to do is kill somebody. Yeah. That's all you gotta do.
It's all good.
It's all good.
What up, bro? It's all good.
It's like, let's go get some ice cream, son.
Right. Guns and butter.
Nah, don't kill nobody. Right. Foreshadowing.
Yeah, Melvin was trying to tell him that. He didn't want to listen. All he kept thinking was his mother getting fucked by Melvin. I'm like, come on, man. How you think you got here? You know.
Can we talk about how motherfucker punched him and he flew to the table?
That shit was funny. That's why I was like, I could never see Tupac playing that role because Tupac wouldn't have been flying in no table.
Tupac would never dress up as
Tupac would have been the one flying Melvin into the table. That would have been a better scene.
Right. Mind you, if I'm not mistaken, Ving Von he was always. I think Rodney was supposed to have been Ice Cube though.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Interesting.
That would have been. I can actually see Cube as Rodney.
Pac and Cube. That would have been crazy.
Damn. He's like, hold up, Jody, Dom Mega here.
Mm-hmm. The whole outlook of that movie would have changed drastically.
So hold on, Dom Mega.
And knowing how much of a genius Pac was, he probably would have wanted to change up lines and shit, improvise.
Right. Yo, man. Yeah. I love Cube. Man, yeah. Cube that dick and shit.
Oh yeah.
All right. Next song, Crip Hop. East Side is featuring Snoop Dogg. This is okay. You know, it wasn't really one of my favorites and shit like that, but it was pretty decent.
I love it, man. Some G-Funk, East Siders, and Snoop. This is from the Deuces and Trey's album, you know, Battle Cat. Great Battle Cat beat. You know, Snoop did his thing. He said coherent, cohesive, the co-pilot on this East Side shit. Because I'm co-signing on the East. Fuck peace, we ride it violent. Fuck where you been. It's all about where you been. I loved it, man. I think it was a banger.
Respect. All right, next song. That's How We Get Down. This is BG featuring Baby on Lack. Never cared for this song. You know, I feel like it didn't really fit the album, the soundtrack to be real. I like BG and stuff, but I didn't feel like it fit the soundtrack.
It's one of those quirky Cash Money beats. They did a lot of those too. I didn't care for those, man.
Fucking Magic School Bus beats.
Yes. Oh man.
Magic School Bus Beats.
Who was that? Manny Fresh?
fucking Playhouse Disney bumper music beats.
Crazy man.
Let's go on another adventure with Cash Money. Fucking Diddy Ecstasy beats. Oh Jesus, how far could I go, man? I think I went a bit too. But yeah, mind you, we have another one of Diddy's contemporaries, Baby.
Oh, Lord.
Did he also cheat his artist too and shit?
Right?
That's how we get down. Now I see.
Mm-hmm.
Now I see how you get down.
Yep.
My man went from Baby to Birdman. Like that's gonna change something and shit.
Birdman.
Birdman. Baby to Bird. Nigga ugly. Nigga ugly. Track number 12, Guns and Butter. Ving Rhames, self-explanatory. We were just talking about this and whatnot. Next song, We Keep a G with the Los Angeles. Oh, how creative, Los Angeles. This was pretty good. You know what I'm saying?
I like the beat.
Yeah. Then we have Eat, Sleep, Think with Connie McKendrick. I'm gonna repeat what Troy said in the last song. I like the beat.
Eat, sleep, think, shit, wake up.
Right.
Thank you.
Now, track 15. It's too late for you and me. Much too late for you and I. Much too late for you to cry. We tried. You know, I had to throw that in there and stuff like that, you know.
Definitely.
Let me tell y'all, Marvin Gaye, just to keep you satisfied. And I know I've talked about this song when I did Let's Get It On years ago, but I'm always willing to talk about this song again because this has always been my favorite track off the Let's Get It On album. Right. You know what I'm saying? He actually wrote this as a goodbye to Anna Gordy. It's kind of trifling.
He wrote a song to his ex-wife.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Which he pretty much wrote a song. And the next album, I Want You, was a tribute to his new love at the time, Janice, which, yeah, man, I feel like it was a nice little good segue. But mind you, Anna Gordy was one of the co-writers of the song.
Really?
And, yeah. And it was actually originally for the Originals. That was another Motown group and stuff like that, too. You know what I'm saying? Very underrated Motown group. They were like they were like more Quiet Storm, but they were like the late 60s, 70s and stuff. They made that song Baby I'm For Real, which that was wonderfully covered by the After 7, which I kind of like the After 7 version a bit more. I love the original version of the After 7, especially when they threw in that Natural High with the Bloodstone.
Yeah.
Shit gives me fucking shit. I was like, hold up, wait a minute. Y'all, what y'all doing? Come on, man. Y'all, I ain't ready for this, but yeah, man, Marvin, he was on his own with this one and shit like that. You know, he just started off the first verse talking about, you were my wife, my life, my hopes and dreams. For you to understand what this means, I shall explain. I stood all the jealousy, all the bitching too. Yes, I'd forget it all once in bed with you. I was like, what? This what? Yo, that is the cold ass fucking line and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, this song right here was just, you can just feel the emotion with this track. You know what I'm saying? And it was used wonderfully in Baby Boy. You gotta love Big Rams doing that little weird dance to kick it off.
Yes, I remember that.
Yes,
he was such an OG in that film.
For real, he was killing that. If it's not Rosewood, is that movie where Big Rams was just at his best.
Yeah,
in my opinion, and shit. You know what I'm saying? And it's just like the scene where Yvette and Jody had that big falling out in the rain. I mean, we may laugh at that scene in memes, but that's a very strong scene. And the way how the music just corresponds with, that's probably one of the most iconic scenes in Black cinema.
I just like I said, like I just feel like he was just a dog to Yvette. You know what I'm saying? Like that's that ring scene too. It was like this is the mother of your child, and she's down. She's a down ass chick, and she wanted to be a family, and he wanted to chase hoes out in the streets, and
Chase
he just
Peter.
did a lot of shitty things to her. You know what I'm saying? But it was done great. Like I said, that's Tyree's best performance to me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
like the different music selections for the movie was just on point. You know, credit to John Singleton for that, and you
Right.
know, the Marvin Gaye song is a classic.
And no, that's like when I tell you, man, when it comes to that song right there, boy. Let me tell y'all something. That's the kind of song you have to play when you just want to just think about your old love and whatnot too. You know what I'm saying? Good
Miss
night, Miss
Gigolo, I
Gigolo.
just texted you. I just texted you. Hit me back before you go to bed.
Yeah,
She had a long day, so
I feel you. Yeah, I'm surprised. I'm surprised. I'm live this long and shit because
yeah,
I
we
had a
had a
long.
lot to say about these two soundtracks.
We
And
got a lot
Diddy,
to say about Diddy. Yeah,
no Diddy.
right. But yeah, man. But one more thing I have to say about this record right here, and I feel like songs like this, it shows the vocally. We don't talk about how great this song was vocally because
Yeah,
one thing I love about Marvin Gaye, I love the fact that he orchestrates his own background vocals
right,
and whatnot too. You know what I'm saying? I feel like between him and Aretha's background singles, they have like the best background vocals. And then towards the end, when he does the I mean, he just feels like he just accomplished, but at the same time, he just feels sad
right,
at what's to come and stuff like that too. And
right.
yeah, man, yeah, I'm getting deep for y'all right now and shit too. So we getting
Audio
deep
Cult, what's good?
out of your call. Welcome to the chat. Welcome to the channel. Look at me attract all these people and shit.
Oh,
Well your last name. Hold on, you a cult? What kind of cult are you, man? Shit, let me stop. Let me stop. Let me
hopefully not the Diddy one.
stop. Oh shit. Hmm. All right. And why did I just exit out the soundtrack? Give me 1 second. I'm so fucking. Shit, when I talk about Marvin Gaye, man, I just get in another zone.
Yeah.
No, I want to be real. I didn't really care for Love and War with Anthony Hamilton and Macy Gray.
Oh
I didn't really
man,
care.
I love that
Yeah,
song. And
I
I'm
didn't
not a
care for that.
Macy Gray fan, but I think she sounded great with Anthony Hamilton on this. And it was a dope neo soul track. The beat was fire. The strings on it. Very underrated singer Anthony Hamilton.
Yeah, I love Anthony Hamilton. Macy Gray to me is an acquired taste.
Yeah.
Honestly, my favorite song, and this is shout out to Ray Sean, is the As a World as a my favorite song from Macy Gray is the what's that show? As Told by Ginger theme song, to be real with you, from that Nickelodeon show. I mean, I don't know what y'all know about that show, but me and Ray Sean, we talk about that show all the time.
Never heard of it,
But
but I'm sure it's
yeah,
good.
I know you never heard of it because you was too busy watching G.I. Joe and whatever
Right.
cartoons.
Exactly.
It's just what Macy Gray. I don't like it. It's her voice that just
Mhm.
gets on my nerves.
A
Like
voice.
like it's like she's trying to be Asian and
And
shit.
that's how
Like
she talked too.
yeah, man. It's like it's like damn, man. It's like you got the annoying ass fucking voice and shit. But you can sing. But it's like when you talk like like ugh.
She sound like Big Bird.
Sound like Yoko Ono and shit. Oh
Yeah.
god, but yeah. Track number 18, straight fucking. Hmm. What can I say about this song? Straight fucking. I
Not
can say
much.
a lot of thoughts in my head with that time.
Right.
But I didn't like this song. I don't like this song.
I liked. I mean, it was a nice ballad. I don't. It was okay.
And track number 19. You would always be my baby boy. The chorus is always funny to me. I don't know why. It's always funny to me. Why is she saying baby boy? Why
Right.
is she saying baby boy like that? Like
I don't know.
why is she singing from a nasal and shit? Every time I hear this song, I just want to plant a whole fucking garden and just get away from everybody and shit. Just want to plant a whole fucking garden and just get away, drink some wine and shit.
Oh.
Uh, oh shit.
It was okay. I don't think I would have ended it off with that though. You know?
They should just ended it off with just to keep. No, they should have ended off with "I Do Love You." Why wasn't GQ "I Do Love You" not on the soundtrack?
Right.
You know what? I'm gonna talk about that song. Fuck the soundtrack. I'm gonna talk about that song. Fuck it. Let me talk. Let me show some love to GQ. So we're going deep tonight. Yeah, if y'all don't know GQ, that's a R&B disco group and shit like that. Very popular in the late '70s. You know what I'm saying? They had classic songs like this. They had a cover of that Billy Stewart song "Sitting in the Park." You know what I'm saying? But I feel like their signature song is this one and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Especially when they do that shoo doo what do do that the whole ad lib in the beginning. Like this is when R&B was fun, when soul was fun and shit. Now you listen to a song and shit like that. I can't even tell what's R&B and hip hop these days. You know, all the R&B singers want to be rappers now and shit. All the rappers want to be R&B singers now.
Mhm. Yep.
And all the label executives want to beat people in the hallway with a white towel and shit.
You got stacks of
Oh, mind you,
lotion and baby oil in their crib.
right? Oh,
Mhm.
I forgot. I Do Love You was a Billy Stewart cover too. Oh, they love them some Billy Stewart. Shit,
Yeah.
okay. But I just had to throw some love to that song because some of these songs from the soundtrack could have gone.
Yeah.
But y'all, okay, yeah.
Yeah. I agree.
But this is a dope soundtrack in my opinion.
Mhm.
A little mishaps here and there, you know what I'm saying. But I personally feel like a lot of the songs pretty much fit the movie. I can say that for the most part.
Right.
Um, I think the soundtrack got re-released. I've seen it on vinyl recently. You know what I'm saying? Mm, I feel like it's like a Windows sound you can play at a cookout. You know what I'm saying? It has like a very potent feel to it.
Yep.
I'm gonna give this a 3.5 out of 5.
It has a very West Coast sound to it. Nice mix of hip hop and R&B, and I think there should have been more singles to come from this album, like the Anthony Hamilton and Macy Gray song. I love the East Siders joint. I
Right,
loved. You know,
right.
you know, I love the Baby Boy track. The 3 6 Mafia track was fire. So I'm gonna give it 3.5 mics.
Right.
It's if it's a if I seen it in the stores, I would definitely pick it up. I love the
I
movie. I think the movie was classic. So yeah.
Yes, definitely classic movie.
Hmm.
All right, I'm gonna end this off right here. 'Cause I gotta get ready for work in the morning, and I gotta make my breakfast for tomorrow morning too. So yeah, man. All right, so tomorrow, I think I said. Let me see what time I said tomorrow. Tomorrow at 11 p.m. We're gonna talk about Chris Brown's X album, which I really can't wait to talk about this morning.
Ooh,
This might be my favorite since Exclusive. I used to think it was Fame, but
right.
this one has some heat.
Ooh.
But we're gonna keep it. We're gonna keep it
But
hip
we're
hop.
doing the other. Remember, this nigga got like 10 different versions of this album. Which one we doing?
Yeah, let me get myself prepared for this. Hold on.
The
I usually go by the.
standard edition is 17. The deluxe got 21. Japanese edition got 22.
Okay, that's not that bad. That's not that bad. Let me see what the Spotify. Let me see what Spotify got because I don't have this
And
album.
like Fortune had like 10 different editions of that album. Maybe that wasn't needed.
Sitting in the park, waiting for you. Yes, I'm sitting in the park. Okay, Spotify wants to act slow, but you know what?
Yes,
I feel like
it's on Deuces and Trays, Q. East Side, the second album. It's on there. Yeah, they sampled Tina Marie, Square Biz.
I forgot to mention that song too. Yeah,
Yeah,
but we did talk about that song. Yeah, we
yeah,
did talk about it.
yeah.
Okay, never mind, never mind. We'll just do the deluxe edition because that has Fine China, and I
Yes, I
did
love
like that
Fine
song.
China. I love that song.
Yeah, we'll just do deluxe edition.
Yeah, that was dope.
Okay, a Chris Brown album I really can't wait to talk about. Okay. Oh, R. Kelly's on this album too. Okay.
Yes,
Ooh.
Kells, the GOAT. Gotta have
Drown
him.
and it drown in it. Wow, that's a perfect title.
Right?
Oh
Oh Lord,
man,
it gets
man, the
better.
jokes just write
Diddy
them.
and Kells. Oh man.
The jokes just write themselves at this fucking point. I'm not. I'm not even. I didn't even plan some of this shit. Like I really didn't even plan some of this shit. But I want to keep it on a hip hop sound, hip hop scape, because
Okay.
after that, I want to do a top 5 Coogee rap guest verses.
Ooh. Fuji
Yes.
rap
Yes.
right now.
And Thursday, we gotta do it for the white people. You know,
Uh-oh.
I was thinking.
Not the white people.
You know, yeah. I'm gonna leave this review by itself.
What
This average white man soul searching. We're gonna do that. Yeah.
Okay.
I really cannot wait to talk about that album. Let me tell y'all something. That might be the best Blue Eyed Soul album ever.
Uh-oh.
Might.
Uh-oh.
Hot take.
Take for sure.
Hot take. Cause when they came out with Love of Our Own, them niggas. Wait, I'm getting way ahead of myself.
You are.
I'm getting way ahead of myself.
Let's get through Chris Brown album first.
Yeah, let's get, man. Yo, fuck Chris Brown. Fuck Chris Brown. Stop. All right. I'm getting way ahead of myself. Y'all ain't ready for this conversation yet. All right.
Yeah, Hail Mary wasn't on the soundtrack. That's right. They played that in the movie.
As a tribute to Tupac.
Boy, Wikipedia helping your ass, huh? Good old Wikipedia. You're coming through and clip again for you.
Oh my god. Okay. Well, so like I said to y'all before, the Artist Sunday for Culture Club is gonna move to Monday. I'm gonna take off this weekend. Depending on how I feel, I may do a live random chat Sunday. I may. Don't quote me on that. Don't hit me up saying, Reggie, aren't you gonna do a live? I'm like, nigga, watch the video Soul in the Home Baby Boy soundtrack and you'll find out when. That's all I'm gonna say. And go to the 2-hour mark and shit. Cause we've been here for 2 hours at this fucking point.
Hey, no Diddy. No Diddy.
But yeah, appreciate this try as usual.
All right.
I'll see you later. Peace.
Yes, peace.